Oh yeah, it is the city.
Look, guys, they're playing platonically. Oh, there we go.
Fucking God.
He's evil again because he was a little orphan. Give it a bad butter. But Patrick here has been helping me hang all of these. Oh, I'm gonna be giving Petunia back to her little family, baby Gronk, in his natural habitat. Good morning, everybody. I just made this whole fence here by myself, and you can tell I actually did it by myself because of how poorly done it is. Master Oogway's wandering around over here, but I'm gonna move him real quick because I think there's a lot of boys looking for his wife.
Bruh, he literally just showed that in my fucking face. How is that on my mind? Are you okay? Brother man.
But I sectioned off this whole area behind
now
the
it
house
is. No,
for a
it's
reason.
not.
Also, Petunia's in the driveway because per
No,
your
thank
guys'
you.
vote on the Instagram poll, and obviously my own judgment, I'm going to be giving Petunia back to her little family that she grew up with. If you guys are real fans of the Urban Rescue Ranch lore, you remember that 2 years ago Petunia came here because her previous owners basically had her in a little yard in their apartment that they were renting, and the owner said you can't have a pig here. And I also have this other cringe pig that was dropped off last week that I've been keeping in quarantine. Like I said, you guys, people really do just be dropping off animals that I don't even film. But at least these people called me first. But we're going to be rehoming both of them to an amazing new home. After just 5 apples, they're both in here together, getting along. And they'll be going to a great new farm in 2 days. And Petunia will finally get to be a house pig again. I have all the goats in here.
Oh wait, he's getting rid of Petunia.
This is one of the few places that has good shelter available for when it rains. And the babies have been having all kinds of fun jumping around in here and climbing on all these hay bales. And Patrick's been getting some good socialization in. The Cappies are loving all their new sod, but I'm about to move them into that back area with the Oogways. Mrs. Oogway is right here, who I will be naming Sensei Ledoux. Or perhaps just Mikasa, because she's his beautiful little waifu. But they both live under this beautiful little barn here, and they've been getting very well acquainted, if you know what I mean. But I can't show you what I mean because I got demonetized in the last video for doing that. And before it gets real cold, I'm going to move the Cappies in here with them so they can be close to the house. And they can either live in this barn or in my house. And I already told you guys that we're turning this little hovel into a wildlife rehabilitation center. But because we won't be getting any wildlife in the winter, and we still need a fundraise to get about 10 to 20 more of these little things. Tonight I'm cleaning the whole house out and turning it into Capybara Land Pooey Pooey 2.0. And I'm moving these guys out of here. Because apparently every one of you guys is an expert at keeping axolotls. Oh, but I knew you guys would freak out. I knew you guys would say, oh, he's touching them. That stresses them out. I knew you guys would say, Uncle Ben is killing them with gravel. So before I even posted that video, I devised a backup plan.
Look how pink it is. It's just like in Minecraft. Look how pink. Why is it so pink?
You know, I don't ask for much, you guys. I really don't. I don't run any cringe raid Shadow Legends ads.
I was just talking about you.
Ad revenue goes right back into the farm, and I paid for the whole house by myself without any donations or financial aid from anyone else. This is the ideal setup for axolotl. You may not like it, but it's what peak performance looks like. There he goes, right back into his little cave. And I've had this tank set up for over a week now, because I knew that you guys would be running your mouths in the comments. What does it even matter how I store them? I'm gonna eat them anyways. They eat these little things in Mexico. They just fry them in a skillet. But here it is, guys. This is the culmination
that was not real, right? That was not real. That was not real, right? That was not real.
68 degrees to
It's
64
real. No,
degrees. When I
please
could
say
just
it's
get some
not.
ice from my new
No,
fridge.
please.
Perfect. We'll just throw
I'm
this
gonna
in there.
fucking cry. I'm
There it
gonna
is,
fucking
guys,
cry.
the ideal
Don't say that it's
axolotl
real.
setup. And these other ones I'm giving to Sean because apparently it's too dangerous for them in here. Even though some literature said that gravel can be good for their guts. But now that's out of the way, I'm going to be going ahead and moving baby Gronk, our new caiman, out of this temporary enclosure and into this new one.
Didn't he say Japan? Japan's not third world.
It's real warm in here. It's been crazy hot and humid here in Texas for the last 3 days. And with all this fencing, even if he gets out, there's no way
I'm stepping on the ground where they eat axolotls.
Baby Gronk. Okay, gonna be fast. Oh, there we go. But this right here is a beautiful Culver's dwarf caiman, you guys. And look at those beautiful eyes, those sharp teeth, and this beautiful, slender black body. Now this water's a little bit. I
don't think Mexico is third
world. He almost
world.
came back and got me. He was real close. But okay, we got the water heaters in here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a lamp, and then I'm gonna string lights around the rest of this building. And I'll see you guys after 2 hours of grueling labor. All right, everybody. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
am now, actually. I cleaned up the whole barn, I strung all the lights, and I got some lumber ready to fix a lid for this thing. He likes to hang out up there under the light. But
Text on screen said Mexico and Japan. See, I'm not fucking tripping.
Nice. Good old Urban Rescue Ranch was built on staying
Fish
up all
come.
night and getting cringe work done. The Cappies are all relaxing out here, but everything's starting to look
They eat
real
fish
good
come in
out
Japan?
here at night. And old the baby
I don't.
loves to just grab on these little ropes. After that, I spent about an hour and a half cleaning up trash, fixing the lights, and picking up the things the animals had strewn about. Well.
Snail.
But Patrick here has been helping me hang all of these lights.
Jealous.
Baby Gronk in his natural habitat. All right, everybody, I finally cleaned my whole house. Don't mind that, I was eating
You ever
hummus in
tasted
bed.
cum?
But after I moved all of these things from
What
my
do you wanna
house
know?
into the new house, this whole
No.
place is going to be the new and improved Capybara
Never.
Land Pooey Pooey of America. Also, our little squirrel friend is weaned and ready to move. But boy, do I have some
Hummus
updates
in
for you
bed,
guys
you good
today.
shot.
For the last 4 days, we've been getting rain just about every day. So all of this sod is coming in real nice. And fine, whatever, I'll feed these axolotls for you guys. Oh, that's
You're missing out.
This is my first time actually
Which
seeing
one, the
this
fish
happen
gum
in
or-
person.
wait, what the fuck
you
is
guys,
that?
Look at that. But nobody cares about the worms. I bet if they made a Minecraft worm update, you guys would be crying right now. Damn.
Worm
Ryan's eating
update.
his worm, and Steve came out to see what's going on. Come on, fella, take a bite of this. Oh, there he goes.
What the fuck?
He took it. Oh, okay, guys.
Took
All
it
right.
from
I
him.
see the appeal. Hey, kids, don't forget to like for a free Skibbity Toilet Grimace Shake in Ohio. W. Riz Giat. So this is it. This is owning an axolotl.
He just got. It sounded like he had a stroke just now.
This was totally worth the $800 for this setup. Good gravy. These things are adorable. But nobody cares about the worms and their feelings. Back in the fridge you go, fellas. But all right, everybody, this is it. I'm going to give you guys an update now that the grass is starting to get settled. Papa and
The
Queen are
cringe
still in here for the
based.
time being. But when it rains, I take them out and I put them with the goats so they can sleep in the ball. And I take them on walks around town so they don't just
Comfy
stay in there
socks,
all day.
don't
The
do
grass
that,
in
my
the Cappy
boy
enclosure is
Bobber.
doing surprisingly well. I
He's
flipped
a
over this bucket
friend.
so I can move it closer to the house. Now that I have the barn doors
God,
closed, I don't have to worry
he's
about
so
the goats
fucking
getting in there
mean.
pooping all over the
He's
place.
so
Cappies
fucking
have all
mean.
the water and food they need here. And once we move them out, we can work on cleaning the rest of this place up. And these guys are like my little gardeners. They trim the tops of the grass, but they never eat the root. And they're only fertilizing the places that don't have grass. So hopefully this whole area will be completely green by
you so
next
much.
spring. These babies are doing really well, but they're
Guys,
still
you
far
killed
way
him.
off
He's
from
not
being
typing
elite.
anymore.
And the Cappies are still pooping on all this stuff, and this is going to kill the grass for sure. This is a little too much fertilizer. But you know these guys are really healthy because their poops are little round balls. All this grass is
Thank you,
thriving.
Uncle
It's
Ben.
settling in super well. We actually have a
The
pond
very
here
gift
again,
to
which is
tier
funny from
2
all the
to
rain we've been
Bobber.
getting.
Oh
Our
my
part
fucking
in
god.
turkey
Thank
enclosure is
you.
doing really well. And honestly, we could not have timed laying all this sod
Thank
down
you.
any better than we did. Old Uncle Ben can't remember when we had this much rain over a 5-day period. And all the animals love it. They're real happy out here. Especially Mrs. DeBaby, who's just been laying
Mrs.
around all day. The
DeBaby.
fish and frogs really love it too because they have tons of extra water here. Oh, and there's my spotted gar, you guys. But all these guys are doing really well in here. The minnow farm is also thriving. There's way too many minnows in here for the herons and other birds to pick them all
Minnows?
off. And their babies will wash down the waterfall to feed these fish. Because of all the rain, we're actually starting to get grass in here again, so I can graze animals in there after a few months. The foot traffic from these ostrich hens destroys the majority of the grass whenever we get rain because of the mud. But we feed them an absurd amount of food. Here's a big surprise for
Wait,
you guys.
what
Kevin
is that
is evil
arm
again.
counter
I don't know how
now?
it happened. I don't know why
Wait.
or how, but Kevin is now...
Wait, we have an counter now? No, I meant like the count, not the one that spams in chat how many arms are used, but like the one that like when we hit like 1,000 arms, it says like you hit 1,000 arms. That's what I meant, not the one that fucking announces in the chat how many arms there is. You can't even keep up. Look at it, the fucking bot is stupid.
evil and angry again.
The voice
and he tries
announcer,
to
yeah,
bite the
I want, like,
ostriches.
the
They
one
might have
that
just been
Bugs
moving him
Bunny has.
back into this area.
Not
Look at this, you
this
guys.
one,
I'm
so
afraid to even go up
scuffed.
to him now. But old Uncle Ben
So
stayed up till
scuffed.
5 a.m. last night cleaning all the trash in this field. And the only stuff that's left in here is just the wood. I don't have to worry about the wood getting wet because it's all pressure treated. But obviously all the grass is doing well here. I don't have to worry about Petunia digging out the sprinkler systems anymore either. Because she's going to her old home now again, finally. We can officially start putting birds in this new enclosure. But we won't have any wildlife to put in there until next spring at the earliest. Are you gonna... Ah! We've even gotten enough rain for this little pond in the back here to get filled up. Oh, sweet warm.
Stroke it.
But all of these hens love me now. They all peck at my hand, which I guess is the equivalent to an ostrich loving you, or thinking that you're food, I guess. And who doesn't love food? I have to be so careful filling this up so I don't pour it down their little ear hole. Obviously, if I put food in their ears, it wouldn't kill them, but it would frustrate them a lot. And these guys still have food in here, but it got all nasty and wet. That's the only downside to the rain.
Wait, they have ears. I just
I appreciate you. I'm sorry for not posting as
Wow,
frequently
they're
as I used to.
cool.
Coordinating everything off
careful,
camera
guys.
has been
It's-
particularly difficult in this season.
Not
So it's made me not want to
November.
upload as much and just focus on everything going on the rant. But I can't help but look around and be extremely thankful and think about the insane amount of work that went into taking this place from the dump that it used to be and turning it into a nice little safe haven for all these little rescues. But the baby got saved from being hunted on a rant. Now he gets to be fist fought by me every day.
Wait, what were we talking about?
His adorable
The
little
ear.
kangaroo
Oh, yeah.
life.
I just know. Sorry, I already forgot what I was talking about.
Because he was a little orphan.
Fog
my
is
God.
coming for you, Jacob.
Bottle babies don't usually
I'm
get massive
sorry.
like the wild ones do. We're gonna fix this pond
Sorry.
up real soon. But again,
I'm
I want you
Canadian,
guys to know that I
sorry.
do thoroughly enjoy emptying my bank account on things like this to make living conditions safer and better and healthier for the animals. Reason why it took me so long to get started is because I was waiting for the drought to be done. But hopefully with the sprinkler systems the way they are and this particular type of grass, you should never see this whole area just be dirt patches
I feel like
again.
Pasta's
Even
like
in the
the
middle
only
of summer and dead
Canadian
of
watcher.
winter. This is what the barn looks
Well,
like
not
now
like I
after
know,
stayed up
but-
till 5 a.m. cleaning. I'm gonna clean all
Not like
this
I know
out in a
other
minute. I'm gonna
people.
move these cages into the barn.
I
That way
feel like
Al's
it too, I
Topia
guess,
will
yeah.
become the new
There's dozens of
capybara
us.
enclosure for the
Wait.
winter, because they're the only animals we have that really need a warm place to stay all
Them
winter.
too.
Time to take Biggerton over to his little enclosure.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Do
you
it.
just missed it. I'm sorry, guys. But okay, I'll be taking Biggerton over to his little flight pen now. So he can
Biggerton.
spread his wings and fly. Biggerton sure is in a good mood today. But he's got plenty of grass to eat out here.
Entire
and run
country,
around
what's
and
his
he no
Anny?
longer chases me to the
Fucking
entrance
better
anymore.
do.
He just starts eating. I also have a real spicy
Spread
lead on a white
me.
form coming in pretty soon. But that's it for now, you guys. I
In
love
your
you. I
country.
appreciate you.
Wait,
Thanks so much for watching
where am
my
I going
videos.
with this?
Don't look at that. Oh, don't look at that.
Stop
You guys stop
showing
looking
it.
or I'll get demonetized. They're playing platonically. Love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys
Yeah,
in the
they're
next video. Oh,
playing.
almost forgot to tell you.
They're definitely playing. Yep. Yep.